Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Heroes of Hammerwatch. So if you're wondering where the first part of this run is, it's, I was eating during it, and I just let them kind of bust me up to this point. So, sorry for the kind of odd start, but, like, it's fine. I mean, you're gonna see this, like, a billion times in the future, so it's not that big of a deal, I hope. I guess I could actually get rid of snack time at this point. I've got, like, 2 more mango bits, but I'm not immediately starving, so... I mean, if you notice, I've perked up a little bit. So... is this a safe time to turn things off? I don't know. I'm going to stand in this corner and do it anyway. Snack is over. I mean, it's technically... snack is never ending, but... still. Oh, no, those are my gooners there. I was like, what is not dying in that section? Let's see. Sadly, I've heard of all of these before. Dungeon Defenders 1 is pretty good. I'm trying to think of other decent examples of good tower defense games. Unfortunately, the genre is kind of small, just because they're not very deep. Like, it's rare to find really good tower defense games, period. What else is decent? Aegis Defenders wasn't exactly a tower defense game. It kind of was. I liked that one. But that was more like one part, platformer, not really Metroidvania. One part tower defense, but it was kind of neat. Yeah, I heard Dungeon Defenders is doing a Kickstarter now. Yeah, effectively, I think they're making like a proper sequel to Dungeon Defenders, or some kind of like true HD remake, question mark? I'm not really sure. But a lot of people were kind of salty about it. I'm hesitantly excited, as long as they don't learn, well, as long as they don't try and do something stupid like make it into a MOBA, I don't care. Because I remember that was the original plan for Dungeon Defenders 2. And, you know, it didn't go great. It went okay. I'd actually like to do a series on it at some point. Thanks for the 200 bits, Jambe. Here's hoping you get everything done you need to. I never do, but I will keep trying. There's just so many games in every given day, week, month, year, so on and so forth, and I'll never finish all of them. But, you know, have fun with it. I will say Orcs Must Die Unchained was not very good. I did not care for that the slightest. I kind of had really high hopes for the game, but it ended up being a crappy MOBA. It was so weird. Like, MOBAs were not even a hit anymore. Like, the big ones had already kind of established themselves. And then, for whatever reason, Dungeon Defenders 2 and Orcs Must Die Unchained were both going to be MOBAs for unknown reasons. And thank you, Verisok, for the 2,000 bits. Hot damn, thank you. I get the king. Hey, that boosts my HP pretty heftily. I might not die. I'd really like to see a Dungeon the Endless sequel. Yeah, with like deeper content and stuff. Oh, that'd be great. I wish not Dungeon Defenders. I wish Amplitude Studios was got a little bit more creative with their content. Do not go rush anywhere here. Yeah, clearly. That's some fire. That's some hardy. Oh god. That's an actual statue. I hit it thinking it was a pot. I was wrong. That was a bad pot. Okay. Well, I will be Captain Boring, standing right here. So what's the next round for mass play? As soon as we die, which looks to be we've got one more chance left. Okay. I gotta follow the murder horde. I was trying to clean up, but somebody left something lying around. But yeah, I'll have the lobby open more or less as soon as we're done with this run, and then rinse repeat a couple of times. I actually, while we wait for everybody to file in that probably wants to get in, and associated problems, what I'd really like to do is actually run Mass Arena, because that would be goofy. Oh, Arena needs the DLC. Well, never mind then. Ignore the shit out of me. I'd like to do Mass Arena, if y'all buy the DLC, but... yeah, probably shouldn't, like, request that. I will be okay. I'll just be careful. Sort of. Let's see, am I going to Fountain? Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, that wasn't me. I was like, did I do something? The answer is no. Well, ouchie. Let's see, use to spectate. Good luck, Steffa. I will eat a mango in your honor. I believe in you. Let's see, did anyone play Left Alive that came out, and how did you like it? I've heard it's a buggy mess. Like a bad buggy mess. Like, I would probably recommend waiting on that game for a while. If not forever. It really depends on, it really depends on... probably if they actually... well, I mean, yeah, it really depends on if the studio actually sits down and fixes all the problems. The main issue is, like, apparently it released in such a bad state that it's literally unplayable for most people. And, like... I don't know. It could go well, but I bet it's probably just going to go in the bin of AAA games that truly never get finished. Oh. I got a gold key. I can come. I'm prepared. I'm just quickly loot monkeying as much as I can grab. Let's see, exciting gameplay, eh? I mean, I am not prepared for this. I think I might roll Sorcerer for the next round, because then I can actually at least help. Or at least be around people and not die horribly. Also, I'm done eating all of my mango, as I have no more mango, period. And that puts me in a position of, well, I can now have both hands on my... I can have both hands on the keyboard at once. Oh, well that didn't work. How did these things work? Okay, blinds you and Mana Steel. Well, that's not a problem for me. I guess I have some mana to steal. Actually, I've got a whole bunch of mana to steal, but still. Sorcerer Archer would be the safer choices. I would say Sorcerer is probably safest just because of the cold. Being able to slow and freeze enemies means you can kite indefinitely for a while. Whereas Archer has the speed boost and longer range than anything else. So that's actually a decent trade-off as well. See, wonder would you play No Man's Sky again with the next big update? Yeah. I wasn't too keen on Abyss because it didn't add much, but I'll probably play I'll play Beyond. I'll probably start a new series and actually play properly. I think Abyss just came out too close to No Man's Sky Next, and I wasn't super keen on it. So I was like, eh. But this time around, you know, I'd be down. Plus, who knows, I might be able to, like, Shanghai some people from Stumped, or even, like, Moose and Joe. Probably not. I know Michelle was kind of interested in No Man's Sky when we were doing, yeah, I might as well use this. Michelle was kind of interested in No Man's Sky when I was playing it on the PS4. If only because she got to go, like, animal hunting, and she really liked that. Oh, let's see. Been playing Path of Exile for 3 days and you're still on Act 1. Wow. I started watching it because of No Man's Sky. Hey, I really like that game, and eventually it'll probably be good. It needs more things to do, weirdly enough. Like, it's got a lot of interesting set pieces, but nothing to do there. After the initial, like, oh yeah, okay. I just gotta grind forever, I guess. See, it needs more direction in a way. Honestly, what I think No Man's Sky needs is maybe Deep Rock Galactic? It needs some content that makes you want to actually explore, that actually rewards exploring. Because I think currently No Man's Sky's exploration feels flat and uninteresting. You know, after a while, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just getting the exact same stuff over and over and over again. I think shipbuilding would actually make a decently massive difference. Say if, for example, while you're exploring, you find a new set of engines. Instead of just upgrading your engines like you do in the game currently, you might also be able to find, like, a new set of engines. Maybe something that even changes gameplay a little bit. So, you know, maybe something that actually makes it so your ship has no acceleration, or, you know, just flies around in really interesting ways, or maybe, like, swarm missiles and whatnot. Let's see. I think my favorite part was language learning. I believe another game had a similar system. Forget the name. You were on a ship and making choices, and had an Omega Edition? Out There Omega Edition. I never played that. I probably should have. But I never played it. Let's see. I could pick up Flame Tongue, but I don't honestly think it's worth it. So how well does this game scale with mass? Not... I mean, it scales-ish. It doesn't scale at all. But we're going to have a whole mess of people running around, so it's going to be kind of fun. We're probably not going to get as far just because everybody's going to be dying, but... I probably shouldn't go up there. That's probably a bad idea. God damn, this game is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we might have to allow the dead to stay dead. Yeah, it really depends on how fast certain people die. If you guys are going to be joining us for the first time, if you've noticed, I'm more or less just sitting around like an absolute coward. You know, not really, I'm not... Oh, boy. I'm not really doing anything. You might have to do the same thing yourself. Let's see. Characters that I would recommend for first-timers. I don't have a golden key for this one. That looks like a nightmare. It doesn't look so bad. But if you've never played before, I'd recommend probably going Ranger or Sorcerer. Rangers have really just long-range shots, and Sorcerers have an ice shot that, it's this one. Let's see, Sorcerers have an ice shot that, that slows enemies, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we could do a hardcore... Actually, yeah, why don't we do that? no resurrection, last man standing. I don't have a prize, but I think it would be kind of fun. Ah, oh boy. It'd be kind of fun to do a last man standing run. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in here, and it's terrifying. Oh god. I shouldn't be here. What is this? Okay. That was spooky, whatever that was. Gold, beautiful glittering gold. Mini boss. Hey, cool. Oh. Looks like I've probably missed the secret, but that's okay. I don't even do any fighting anyway. Battle Royale mode reached this as well. Har. Is this the boss level? Or is this normal? I guess I might as well use the ore elevator anyway. You've chosen the Warlock as your first character, and boy is it fun. Warlock is great. I like Warlock a lot. I'm just suggesting characters that are not going to be as immediately killable. Okay, time for me to bullet hell badly. Like I said, badly. God damn it, I never used the fountain. Okay. Just have to make sure that I am not the one to get us killed. Unfortunately, I'm out of potion charges because I'm a wingnut and totally forgot to use the fountain. Which was decidedly foolish. I'm getting better at I'm getting somewhat better at the, Ow. Oh, dying. Okay, there we go. I'm getting somewhat better at the bullet hell mechanics, but not really. Mostly just stay the hell away from Dracula. Or not Dracula. Dracunaut? Whoop. Whoop, that's a new one. I can throw nets at him. I am the most helpful. Whoop. Ow. Where's my armor at? Yeah, I have half the armor of everybody else. Ow. Oh. That's a bunch of immediate unfriendlies. Alright, we got it. Oh! He had a post-mortem murder. Let's see, have I seen the trailer for a new game called Tower? No, I haven't, actually. Sounds interesting. Personally, I'm looking forward to the Ash Kingdom game. Whatever the sequel to Hyperlight Drifter is going to be. Which means I gotta get off my ass. I'll probably play through Hyperlight Drifter start to finish again. Because I didn't finish my previous playthrough. Because of the stupid, there was a loading glitch. Loading glitch? It was a glitch that actually just made all of my screen just dark. Which sucked. Because it more or less just meant I couldn't do I couldn't see anything, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't hear anything, and it more or less meant I couldn't play the game for like a couple weeks. And, yeah, that killed my series, because how the hell are you supposed to play a game like that? And so by the time I came back, it was just like, how do I play this game again? Because it had some pretty stringent reflexes, like reflex requirements. Which was kind of brutal. And, I mean, I know for a lot of people it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure if you have played Fury recently, Hyperlight Drifter is probably going to feel almost sluggish in comparison. But so, like, I don't know, when it came down to it, I was just like, I'll just come back to this game someday when they fix it. And then they just never did. And then, well, no, they did fix it, but it took so long that, yeah, it was just too rusty. And then I just never came back to it. But if they're coming out with the sequel, then freaking heck yeah. Fury was fun. I didn't enjoy it at all. The easy mode was too easy, and the hard mode was too hard for me. I don't really enjoy starting over in things that much. I don't mind it too bad. Oh, you know what? I might have actually seen towers. I have seen towers. I saw some screenshots of it, but I didn't watch the trailer. But I know a number of people were excited for it. Oh, fountain. Thank you. I'm not making the same mistake this time. Okay, so I'm loaded up now. I do so little damage compared to everybody else. Wow. Yeah, I should not do anything on my own. Music in this area is great, though. Dang biscuits. Oh yeah, you guys do like 10 times as much damage as I do. You no gold keys? Nope. I got a bronze, silver, and an ace key. If we find an ace chest. Let's see. Ow. Don't be clubbing. I'm not durable enough to be clubbing. Oh, that's the exit. I gotcha. Let's see, there's always a single ace chest before the boss. Yeah, right there. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Just gonna be over here, eating some cheese. Gonna be further over here, eating some steak. Gonna be further over here, because they're still chasing me with enemy shots. Get them, my minions. I will be safe. Thank ye. I like the music, though. It's great. Did we already get the ace chest open? What did it have in it? Oh, it was a key. Wait, so we have 2 ace keys, but no chest. I guess that's fair. I just feel kind of cheated. Aha! You've been netted. What are you going to do about it, giant man? Music is great. It really does highlight just how impossible it is to beat this game on the first run, though. I think I'm a little grumple about that. Like, I don't know. I always believe roguelikes like this should be beatable on the first run. Conversely, I don't know if you guys have ever heard me talk about this, but in Tower of Guns, there's an interesting thing, actually, where, the developer actually drastically increased the difficulty. Oh, boy. He didn't drastically increase the difficulty, but he increased the difficulty for, I think it's like the first 3 or 4 runs of the game, specifically so that players would get used to the idea of losing repeatedly, which I thought was fascinating, and absolutely, like, would love to see more, like, developers talk about stuff like that. You know, the little, I guess the little psychological whatevers, that they sneak into their game code to either prepare their fan base, or like, oh, their fan base, their player base, so on and so forth. I don't know. You know, you one-timed Isaac and never touch it again. Oh, you beat it on the first round? Or you beat Mom on the first round? Technically, that doesn't exactly count as a full win, because you didn't get to... Let's see. Can we... There's a blueprint down here. I don't know how to get to it, though. Oh, broken bridge? So we can't do that. Oh, we took too long. I gotcha. Let's see, is one to run into the blueprint and die mechanic? I found a white die a while back, but it didn't seem to do anything. Maybe I had to send it back home. Oh god. I will stay very far away from that. So you have quite a bit of assumptions on how games should be like. Yeah, but I also play a lot of games, so... Like... I'm not going to say I'm well-informed, but, like... No, I will say I'm rather well-informed. And I'm often wrong, and my opinions are not always correct. But, like, I don't know. With a game like this, for example, seeing as you're probably responding to that, you know, I'm playing with a bunch of people that are level 20, who are relatively rocking this game without my input. I don't know what, like, New Game Plus level they're on or from or whatever. But the problem I run into with this game is, like, as a casual player, I would never be able to even see the last boss. You know, if honestly, from what I've seen, I'm not sure if I would have made it to the end on my own. Without, actually loading up mass, Okay, so there's the broken bridge. Wow, that really is a bit of a punishing time limit. And so, like, you know, if it wasn't for me opening this up so that fans could join me, there's a very real possibility I probably would have just given up after a while. And just been like, this is just taking too long. I'm never gonna finish it. And not to mention, like, New Game Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. Oh. All souls unlinked. Oh. How's that happen? Uh-oh. Alp. I am not prepared for these things. Let's see. Due to a graveyard. Neat. Let's see. And so, like, yeah, is it an assumption that this game should be beatable on the first run? Yeah, but, or, you know, kind of like you have an assumption of how games should be run. At the same time, it's just like, I feel like making it so that this game does require such a considerable amount of grinding to be beatable, it makes it look like, it drives away potential players. I guess it, you know, the developers have already, you know, made whatever money they have from the game, so it's not that big of a deal. I should probably use that ore elevator now that I'm thinking about it. Ow. Ow. I will be here. I will not hold back the team. Get them, minions. Stab them in the bits. Let's see. I kind of have the same problem with Path of Exile, which I've been appreciating lately. Maybe we'll play after this. I like it a lot. It's a fun game, but it's one of those where, you know, to even get to the end game, every 2 seconds, powerful bolt is fired in a random... Yes! This will make me helpful. I will just stand nearby and apparently shoot out chaos bolts, which is perfect. But, like, I have the same problem with Path of Exile, which is a game that, like, getting to the end of Path of Exile is such a task. that most people quit well beforehand. You know, maybe make it through like the first act or two, and then they're like, yeah, nope, can't do this. Let's see if Heroes of Hammerwatch was beatable on the first try. It'd be too easy. I think it's just one of those that, like, so much of your power scaling is done outside of the game. And I think maybe, outside of the game, outside of a run. I think that bugs me a little bit. God damn it. I'm just gonna hide behind crystals or something. That's probably a terrible idea, but what am I supposed to do? Thank you. And I think it's just because I actually play a bunch of other roguelikes with decently high skill caps. What's a good one that you can beat on the first run, but it's freaking hard? I mean, I guess I'd kind of put this in the same category as Rogue Legacy. Let's see. Ow! Get in my angry little minions. I'll be back here fighting because I can't do anything else. Okay. But yeah, I think one of my main things is, like, I go into this thinking it's going to be a much more traditional roguelike. But no, this is, yeah, so much closer to Rogue Legacy that I shouldn't have that assumption. But I think it still rankles a little bit that, you know, just how much work you have to do into grinding loot and whatnot just to be able to win. Yeah, Gungeon. Gungeon's is a decent example. Hell, can you make the primed primer almost on the first run? If you really know what you're doing? I want to say that's the case. And so there's like a massive amount of meta progression in Rogue Legacy. But I wouldn't say that it's at all necessary to actually beat or enjoy the game. Let's see. Oh! You managed to climb to the top of the Forsaken Tower. No, I was carried up there. And slay Thundersnow. Of course. The great blue dragon, who suddenly came in from the west and settled up here. Now the tower is free and life should eventually come back to normal here and around the tower. Yay, thank you guys. That's really helpful.